The Indian ecosystem. Making it the 5th major ecosystem of Ismangaliso. And there, for a number of kilometers, it is reserved, or marine reserves for Ismangaliso. No commercial fishing is allowed. If there are those who do, they do get a special permit to do so. No, you can't. Oh, here you cannot swim because it has rocks and rock pools. It's not safe to swim there. Here, right now, is it July? Yes. In September, then the animals start moving around because there's a change of season. You find your southern right whales going that way. It's changing season. It's becoming hotter here, so they need cooler water, and they'll be moving this way. In March also, you'll find them going this way to Mozambique because it is colder that side. They're now coming to the warmer oceans. And in September, you find the turtles. Here in Ismangaliso, we have 2 species of turtles. We have the loggerhead and the leatherback. It's those 2 turtles that nest on these sand dunes. And also the titanium we were talking about plays a major role in incubating these eggs. And that is why Ismangaliso became enemies with those that enjoyed quad biking on the beach and beach drives, because when they came in, they then stopped all those activities. And why they stopped them, it was that the turtle is not like a chicken. It does not look after its babies or the young. The hatchlings, they have to find their way back into the ocean. And when do they find their way back into the ocean? Most of the time it's at the night. And can you imagine, you are quad biking at night, and these things, they're so tiny, they're about this size, very tiny. If you are in the car, you will not see them. So what you're going to do, you drive over them. And this turtle has come out to lay its eggs on the sand dune. They dig a hole and they'll lay about 120 eggs per night. But per season, they would lay about 1,200 eggs. So they come out about, they lay in 120, they come about 6 times or 5 times to lay these eggs. And then go back, and come out, go back, come out. They start in September and they do this thing up until December. September, October, November, December, they lay the eggs. In January, the eggs that were laid first, they start coming out. January, February, March. The latest eggs will be hatched in March. And these turtles, they just dig a hole, bury the eggs, and go, and never come back to look for the young. So if you are somebody that's driving on the beach, can you imagine that? You're hardening the sand, which will make it very difficult for these hatchlings to dig their way out. And that was not only a challenge that these hatchlings face. They will also face the challenge of the birds are fully aware that in January, there is these hatchlings that are coming up. The snakes, even the leopard. January, February, March, the leopard likes moving around along the beach because it knows there are a lot of hatchlings that are coming out, and that's an easy meal. So those are all the challenges that these hatchlings face before they go into the beach. And that is why in Ismangaliso, unlike in Durban, you're not allowed to build anything along the sand dunes because of these turtles. And what is so amazing about turtles is that where the turtle was born, it will come back again in that space and lay its eggs. It might not be exactly the same. For instance, if it was born somewhere here, when it comes back, it will lay its eggs around there again. And it can wander for 15 years, go even to Australia. But it stopped laying its eggs at the age of 15. When it's 15 years, it's going to come back here, look for where it was born. It probably can smell something from the eggs. and it will come right back to where it was born.
Where the umbilical cord is.
Yes. So can you imagine if you are doing away with these sand dunes? That means those turtles might even end up laying their eggs on the beach, because at that moment it comes out when it is ready to lay, not when it's ready to look for the spot, because it's in its mind, it is aware that my spot is still there, it is available. So if you've done away with all these sand dunes, these animals might lay their eggs somewhere and not where they're supposed to. And what is so important with these sand dunes is that they have this titanium, which is able to keep their eggs warm enough for them to be incubated. As I said, that these turtles, they will lay their eggs where they are found. And that is why we can proudly say that these are the turtles of Isimangani. So we can claim that right. We can even go to court for that right. These are our turtles because we know their behavior. And that is why it is the park's responsibility to protect these turtles. And that is why they banned quad biking in the reserves, beach rides and all of those things. To such an extent that you are not even allowed to have lighting on these sand dunes. Now you may ask yourself, how does a turtle tell the difference between the beach and the land? When it's at night, the stars and the moon, they make the water shine. So the turtle is able to tell the difference, because the land is not shining, the water is shining. So it is able to tell the difference. And when it has laid its eggs, it goes immediately right back to the ocean. But if you have lighting, some of the turtles were found to have gone to where the lighting is. Even when we tour guiding, you're not allowed to shine a torch directly.